on the 10th of May, it was the Pakistani army which sent a message that they were ready to stop firing, and we responded accordingly.
And where was the US in this process?
Well, the US was in the United States. I mean, obviously there were US, Secretary of State Rubio and Vice President Vance had called up. Rubio had spoken to me. Vance had spoken to our Prime Minister. They had their view, and they were talking to us, and they were talking to Pakistanis, as indeed were some other countries. Yep. I mean, the United States was not alone in this. I think there were some countries in the Gulf, there were some others as well. That happens naturally. When two countries are engaged in a conflict, it is natural that countries in the world call up and ask and try to sort of indicate their concern and what they can do in such a situation. But the ceasefire, the cessation of firing and military action was something which was negotiated directly between India and Pakistan. We made one thing very clear to everybody who spoke to us, not just United States, but to everybody, saying, look, if the Pakistanis want to stop firing, they need to tell us. We need to hear it from them. Their general has to call up our general and say this. And that is what happened.
Now, Trump claims this cessation of hostilities as a success that he brought about. Not only that, he is offering his help to solve a 1,000-year conflict, I quote. Would you accept his help, and do you think India can benefit from his help?
We've had a long history of difficult relations with Pakistan. And the reason for that is that from the very start, we are talking since 1947. Okay, so 1947 means you can do the maths, 1947 to 2025, and figure out how many years the problem has been. We've had this problem because almost at the time of independence, Pakistan sent in, exactly like this proxy people and said, it's not us. These are tribals who are angry. And then it turned out they were Pakistani military people, some of them in uniform, some of them not in uniform. So they've also pursued a radical, I would say, extremist religious agenda, which using terrorism across the border as a way of trying to pressurize us. This has been their history. Now, if you ask me, how do we propose to deal with it? We propose to deal with it bilaterally with the Pakistanis. It is something that we and the Pakistanis have to settle one-to-one. And we are very clear with them that they need to discuss with us. We are open to their discussing with us and ending to terrorism. It has got to be a serious talk. It is something that we need to do between us.
And the governance of Kashmir, or maybe even the lines that separate the different, is that up for negotiations in such conversations?
No, because Kashmir is part of India. No country negotiates a part of its territory. So for us, Kashmir is part of India. There is one segment of Kashmir which is today under occupation of Pakistan illegally since 1947-48. So we are, we would like to discuss with them when they propose to leave that part and hand
There's
it back.
There's no magic role Mr. Trump can play here.
It is something between us and the Pakistanis.
No. Now, his rationale in offering seems to be, if you put aside those conflicts, he doesn't like conflicts, you can get rich together.